Alex. I'm a miniature and gaming artist. I am today going to try something new that I hopefully will turn into a series. So I am today going to create a character for Dungeons and Dragons, one of my favourite games to play. And then once I've created that character, I'm going to design him by drawing and painting him out. And then I'm going to take that design and turn it into a 3D model in ZBrush. And then I'm going to output that 3D model so that we can send it to Shapeways and get it back as a miniature that I can then paint and use in my gaming. And I'll also have that model for sale. And for those of you my Patreon patrons, you'll get lots of free goodies that are part of this. So this is a trailer, a bit of a time lapse of me going through the character creation process. I'm going to use D&D Beyond to generate randomly from nothing and then use the manuals with dice rolls to finish it all off. So pretty much his character is going to be made by the luck of the gods.
Let's go.
Alrighty, so we're going to go to D&D Beyond. I started typing it and then I realised I should film it. So D&D Beyond is an online platform from Wizards of the Coast to play D&D with advantage. But it's got some cool stuff in it. I'm just using the free version, but you can pay for it and get all you... Oh, my finger's in the my finger's in the camera. How unprofessional of me. My God. All right. So I'm going to sign in. Haha, you didn't see my password. All right. So I'm going to create... See, so, you know, I'm creating my character. Here we go. Now, as I promised in the video, I'm not going to create it from scratch. I'm going to do a random character and see what I get. Alright, and then that is the character I'm going to concept, sculpt 3D, print as a miniature, and then paint. And then I will also make it available on my store for anyone who thinks it's cool. Alright, let's see what we got. View character sheet. I hope I like it. Oh, alright, I like it. We have Glynro Cianordel. He's a wood elf warlock. Dun, 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 dun. Level 15, he's gonna destroy you. Got pretty good stats. 15 strength, 14 dex, 10 constitution, 14 intelligence, 12 wisdom, 15 charisma. Well, you'd hope he'd have good charisma as a Wally. Yep, that's pretty good. Plus 5 proficiency, armor class. Well, that's, you know, to be expected for a zapper. Alright, chill touch, eldritch blast, pretty standard. Alright, what's the background? He has a sage background. Alright. As you can see, I don't think it does all of this. Let's have a look. Does it do? I haven't really used this. So it hasn't done all these parts. So we'll add those in. Alright. So I think I need my handy player's guide, which just have to be on hand here. There it is. Oh, crap. Alright, well that went smoothly. So using D&D Beyond, I've randomly generated this warlock character, but I still need to do the background, his story, what's he about. So rather than film the next hour or so of me building this character, I'm going to do what I affectionately call a D&D character building montage. Cue character building montage. Personality types. So we'll come back to some of these details. We got researcher, so now we're doing the rest. From the luck of the dice and computers randomization. So we're going to need some dice. Looks like we need, what do we need? D8 for the personality trait. Alright, let's go. Peace. D8. Alright, so we're going to roll. That was a pretty crappy roll, but we're going to go. Alright, then we're going to go to ideals. We need a D6. D6, let's go. Blue one. Get rid of that again. D6. 2. So the patron's attitude. What's the patron's attitude? Well, it's a two-way street apparently, with warlocks and patrons. How does your patron behave towards you, basically? Are they a lovely person, or are they a big Jane? D6. Come on, give me a 6. Oh, it's a 3. Oh, that's boring. Oh! I wanted to roll 3 6s! Shh! 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 No one does this. 6! Oh my god, that's amazing! Woohoo! Alright, D&D character builder montage complete. And our character is rolled up, ready to go. I rolled him up using all the standard D&D player manual stats and bits and pieces. I can't talk properly today. And then I also used Xanathar's guide, the new guide, which is pretty cool. And it's all this stuff about you can roll up the background. So I rolled everything up rather than make it up myself. The only thing I did change was I changed the patron, the otherworldly patron, from a fiend, which was the only choice I had in D&D Beyond because I haven't bought the other content through there. But I changed it using the manual to Pact of the Fae. Given he's a wood elf, given the background, I thought that was appropriate. So now I'm going to design him. So you'll see now a time lapse of me designing Glinro Cianoldal, the wood elf warlock. And I'll tell you a little bit about him. I'll tell you the story of Glinro as we design him. I've got his character sheet. That'll be in the links below for you to download for free. Alright, let's go on a journey. Alright, as we begin this design of Glinro, you can see a little bit of my process here before I get into his story. So this is what we call thumbnailing. So that's where I was thumbnailing out some shapes that were appealing and looked good. I ended up picking one that I liked, and then I resized it and used it as a basis to start to design Glinro. So Glinro was born as part of a wood elf community, and Glinro was the younger of 5 siblings. He had a happy family life to begin with, and as he grew older, the forest around his community became corrupted. Animals and plants became twisted and diseased. The community began to lose hope and despair. Glinro's father and older brothers, along with a band of other wood elf warriors, set out deeper into the forest to find the source of the blight and misery. They never returned. A few nights after the band of warriors had disappeared, Glinro woke in the middle of the night to chaos and the sound of cackling. As he peered from his window, crazed creatures and beasts of all different sizes ravaged his village. He and his sister huddled terrified under their bed. They were young children. In the morning, after the sounds had gone and there was a deathly silence, they heard the sweet sounds of birds and a woman's voice beckoning them to safety. As they emerged, a kind old woman with butterflies swirling around her said she would take them to safety. She told them monsters ruled the forest now and they could only be safe in the city. It felt like a dream. She gave them some small cakes and said to follow her butterfly to safety. Before they left, the old woman told Glinro he was special and one day she would call to him when he was ready. They awoke from their dream in a dirty and dismal city, forced to beg and live as street urchins. It was soul-destroying for the young wood elves. What would become of them? Glinro became driven by anger and confusion. He became obsessed with vengeance and power so he could find out what had happened to his community and avenge their deaths. Stay tuned for the next episode to find out more about Glinro's story and see him become 3-dimensional. Back to you, Andy. Alright, that's Glinro Cianoldal designed. I could have done a lot more, but at some point you've got to call it. I've got enough details now to be able to go to the 3D modelling stage in ZBrush, where I'll model him up, get him ready to be printed as a 3D miniature, so we can play him in our D&D games. I can bring him to my games. Like I said, free character sheet below. If you're a patron of mine, you're going to get the high-res image of that painting as part of your patronage, as well as other goodies that you get in depending which package you are. If you'd like to get more of my goodies besides my free videos, you can become a patron. You can see the link below. If you don't, and you just want to keep following my videos that I'm giving on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. But only if you liked and subscribed it. Alright. The Fey Wilds call me. Goodbye.
Goodbye.